We have many people that are going to come up and talk with you today, and so I'm going to keep this short. But what I will say is, it is a rarity for a college to have a center like this, where students can literally walk in the door, and when they walk out of the door, have everything they need to be successful at Mesa College. Our counselors, our financial aid staff, our admissions staff, everyone who is here, EOPS, DSPS, our student affairs, our academic skills center, all of the areas that students can come into and find success are right here in 4 stories in a beautiful new building.
First of all, I'd like to thank our board for its courage in supporting these bond measures. I want to thank our chancellor. To the citizens that voted the tax themselves, thus ensuring that good, affordable education is available to all. To the contractors, architects, engineers, and all the other workers for their hard work. And to our faculty and staff that gave input in design and their years of dedication and sacrifice for this college and its students.
To me, this is the little building that could. I've been affiliated with our district since 1993, and as for most of that time as president of Mesa College. We tried and tried and tried to find a way to pull all the student services together. This is a real cause for celebration, because more than any other building on campus, this is the students' building. So congratulations on a really top-notch achievement.
So clearly, as we stand outside, we see that this is a beautiful facility from the inside and out, and we're in awe at its beauty. But really, the beauty in this building lies in what we're able to do in it, and that is serve students. Because really, the students are the inspiration behind this building. We are here to serve them. And from day one, they have affirmed that this Student Services Center here at Mesa College is now the model for student learning and student success. On any given day, you could walk into this building and you will see students getting their cafe mochas and lattes, opening up their books, studying with one another, engaging with one another. And this is just really student learning and student success at its finest. I am very honored because I hold the key to this building. And I do want to be sure that the students know that we share this key with you.
This is appropriately called a center rather than the Student Services building, because it's so much more than a building. Nearly everything a student needs to be successful is here, and the students have made it their own. From the first day it opened, the students were here, working with our knowledgeable and dedicated faculty and staff who are amazing. Students are finding places to study, use their computers, and just hanging out. Given our focus on students, it's appropriate that the Student Services Center is one of the first buildings to be completed. It gives the rest of us hope that our buildings will soon be fully functional as well, and our students will have modern classrooms and labs to match the Student Services Center. And that's the other thing they need to be successful.
Truly, classified staff are the face of Mesa College, and usually the first person a student encounters when walking through these doors to begin their educational journey at Mesa College. On behalf of all classified staff, I'd like to thank the voters of San Diego and our district and college administrators for having the insightful vision to bring us all together under one roof, and for giving us state-of-the-art tools and this innovative facility to better serve our students. Classified are so proud of their new home. Thank you.
My first experience with Mesa College was extraordinarily frustrating. I was fresh out of the military, I had no idea what was going on, and I wandered around campus and finally found a modular village. When I got there, I was shuffled from portable to portable. Great service, but bounced around from the VA to the counseling to the testing center. This building eliminates all of that stress for a new student by putting everything under one roof. The beautiful new office space and conference room that we have has encouraged participation in extracurricular activities, by allowing a space for all the clubs on campus to call their own. And everyone is really, really excited about that. And stepping into this new building was the first time that I really felt at home on campus. And I think that the other students feel the same way because all of them come here to study.
Let's see, we started this in...
'08, so 4 years in the making?
Yeah,
Just this project?
right. It started as
Yeah.
a previous project.
Yeah.
It was looking
Yeah.
at the two buildings, tying them together before we came to the conclusion with the district to build a new building.
Oh yeah, the hillside, 50 feet of hillside, and it's all loose fill, which means it's completely unstable, and part of the project was to shore that up while building a new building here. So the building really became a great excuse to take care of an old hillside problem. And we decided to make the building like climbing up a hill. That's why you see stairs everywhere. That's why there's terraces. It's supposed to, take you back to the idea of climbing up level by level up a hill.
I think the design challenge for the interior was trying to do this one-stop shop. And so we looked at different facilities, and it really became sort of the party for this building to have a place under a single roof, that everybody could gather and say, hey, there's counseling over here and there's financial aid here. And that was one of the other design challenges, is there's a lot of users in this building, so you're taking a lot of people, gathering a lot of ideas, and trying to morph those into a singular vision. So
it turned out, that's right. I mean, it set itself up as one of the big challenges, but in the end, it turned out to be the huge advantage. It created this atrium, and it created all the shared circulation, made the building actually way more efficient as a building, and now the students, this is like the #1 hangout for students on campus.
Our underlying goal, in which we think we really achieved on this building, is we think this is really an example of where architecture can really enrich student lives. It's really all about doing a building where people can come together and enjoy a built environment. And so that's why I think what we're most proud of on this. And when we come in here, you never know how people are going to react to a building completely. But when we come in here and there's not a seat open, and people are smiling and they're taking their cameras and taking pictures of it and talking to their friends, we feel it's a success, and it makes us proud. We don't think we could have done a better job.
My favorite thing is the seating around the edge of the atrium. Because like Randy said, I love watching the students. They're all busy working, but they're all busy looking and being seen and taking photos. And so as much as it is a place to study and do your work, it's a place to be a student and hang out. And because of that, this atrium is way, way more than the sum of its parts. It really is.
My favorite thing, I would have to say, is I think approaching the building. I think the building has that real welcoming feel about it, and I like the brightness of it. I like the fact that it serves, and what it was intended to do is to be sort of a gateway to the campus from the lower Mesa to upper Mesa. you know, as part of the stair and the site, we're all part of this project, and the elevators to get students from the lower campus to upper campus. And I think it does a really good job of that. You know, it feels like an inviting building to walk into, which it really should for especially people who are new on campus. You know, and they first arrive, this is their first experience. And so I think that's probably my favorite thing. The other thing I like is all the textures and all the materials. There was an enormous amount of time spent on those decisions. You know, not just doing the first thing that came to mind or something that's maybe the easiest, but things that seem to be appropriate to last for this type of environment and to enrich it, you know, and to make it a more interesting place.
It just solidified in my mind the power of bringing everyone together in a shared space.
Yeah.
And there was, I mean, who would have thought they would add a choir on the balcony?
Oh, I know.
And it was amazing.